Long before men walked with certainty and built temples of stone, before they carved calendars into clay or lit fires to mimic the heavens, the stars whispered. And only those with open hearts and silent minds could hear them. The stars did not shout. They sang, soft as a harp over water, their melodies threading through time, through the leaves, through the soul. Tonight, as the skies arch with a sacred breath, one constellation rises bolder than the rest, Scorpio. The seer, the shadow walker, the guardian of inner depths. O child of the scorpion, you who carry the mark of the serpent and eagle, born with vision to see the unseen and courage to hold pain in your palm, know this: your time is now. The stars have turned their gaze upon you. They reveal what the ancients always knew. Scorpio is not merely a sign, but a gate. And only the brave may walk through. In the realm of emotion, Scorpio flows like a river through the underworld. Its waters are not always still. They churn with secrets, with longing, with truth that has been buried too long. Today, you may feel your heart quiver like a string drawn too tight. Old memories resurface, not to wound you again, but to invite healing. Listen. The stars say, let not your pain become your prison. Let it be your teacher. Let it carve wisdom into your chest. Those born under Scorpio do not fear emotion. You feel it all, the full depth of joy and the full sting of sorrow. That is your gift, your burden, your strength. This day, the moon in trine whispers to you, forgive what you cannot change, and love what was never yours to keep. In that space, your spirit will rise anew. Scorpio rules not just water, but also hidden treasures, gold beneath the sand, fortunes veiled in dust, inheritance not yet claimed. You, Scorpio, have a magnetism that draws power to you, but the stars urge caution. The old ones speak, what comes fast leaves faster. Dig deeper. Trust not the glitter, but the glow. If your money has been unsteady, do not fear. Pluto, your ancient ruler, moves slowly, but always with purpose. The seeds you planted long ago, forgotten even by you, begin to stir beneath the soil. Opportunities that once seemed dead now pulse with life. Avoid impulsive spending. Watch for allies in unexpected forms. A stranger's advice, a dream at midnight, a memory that nudges you toward an old idea. These are messages. Heed them. Scorpio governs the organs that hold, cleanse, and release. The reproductive system, the colon, the blood, sacred pathways of transformation. The stars say, attend now to what your body has tried to tell you. Are you ignoring fatigue? That sinks deeper each day. Are you masking discomfort, hoping it vanishes? These signals are not enemies. They are sacred alarms. To heal, you must first be honest. To renew, you must first release old anger, hidden grief, silent resentment. These cling not just to your mind, but to your blood, your breath, your bones. Today is a day to cleanse, not just through food or fasting, but through ritual, rest, and truth. Speak what you've buried. Cry without shame. Move your body in rhythm with the earth. Touch the soil. Let the sun touch you back. The old sages knew. Scorpio is the phoenix sign. You do not simply live, you are born again and again. Each time stronger, each time truer. Your destiny is not a straight line, but a spiral that descends before it rises. Do not fear endings. The loss you mourn may be the fire that forges your next chapter. You were never meant to live quietly. You are the storm center. You are the dark that births the dawn. Today, the stars gather in a rare alignment. Mars awakens your will. Neptune reveals your dreams. And Saturn demands your discipline. This triad is no accident. It is a divine signal. Choose. Will you remain in shadows that comfort, Or will you emerge, eyes burning with purpose? You ask, what should Scorpio do? The stars answer not in commands, but in whispers, in symbols painted across the sky, in riddles that the soul must untangle. For Scorpio, doing is never just about movement. It is about meaning. Every action ripples into eternity. So listen. Scorpion child, soul of the undercurrent, bearer of secrets, sword of silence, here is what you must do. Scorpio, yours is not the path of ease. It never was. The cosmos placed you under a sign ruled by death and rebirth for a reason. You are meant to transmute, to descend and rise again. So today, face the fear that knocks on your ribcage. Do not run. Open the door. The fear you flee becomes a prison. The fear you face becomes a key. Are you afraid to be alone? Then sit in silence and discover your voice. Afraid of loss? Then surrender what was never yours. Afraid of being seen? Then bear your scars and become invincible. What you fear most is where your power waits. Scorpio is the keeper of silence, but not forever. There comes a moment when the truth must be spoken. Not to hurt, not to control, but to heal. If you've been withholding your truth, the stars urge you now. Let your words become medicine, not poison. Say what you mean. Say it with love. But say it. Don't wrap it in riddles. Don't wait for someone else to guess. Whether to a partner, a friend, a parent, or yourself. Your silence may be choking the change you need. Speak now. Even if your voice shakes. You, Scorpio, are a magnet. You attract stories, secrets, suffering, because others feel your depth. But not everyone who enters your orbit deserves to stay. Not every soul who knocks brings peace. Today, the stars say, protect your spirit. Filter what you allow near your fire. Cleanse your space. Delete the message that disturbs your peace. Step back from the one who drains your light. You are not here to be a well for the thirsty who refuse to dig. Their own. Say no. Say it firmly. Say it with honor. Then walk away without guilt. There's something inside you, a knowing, a pull, a quiet obsession. Maybe it's an idea you had years ago, a dream that keeps returning, a nudge to move, to speak, to create, to let go. That is not random. That is your soul remembering its purpose. Do not ask permission to be who you were born to be. Scorpio, today you must take a step toward that fire, even if small, even if afraid. The universe opens when action aligns with destiny. Make the call. Start the project. Write the truth. Leave the lie. Say yes to what your spirit has already chosen. Have you been ignoring the ache, the tiredness, the strange tension behind your ribs? Scorpio, your body is not your enemy. It is your messenger. It does not lie. And right now, it's speaking loudly. Today, you must listen. The body holds what the tongue cannot say. To heal the flesh, begin with the soul. Fast. Stretch. Walk barefoot. Bathe in salt. Breathe deep. Touch water. Sleep longer. Eat food that remembers the sun. Dance in the dark. Sweat what no longer belongs. Cry what has been buried. You must become the healer you've been waiting for. Scorpio is loyal to the marrow. You hold on long past the point of pain. To people, to memories, to dreams that once made sense. But the stars say, not everything you lose is a wound. Some losses are the beginning of flight. If something has ended, a relationship, a friendship, a version of yourself, let it go with ritual, not regret. Close the door. Forget in silence. Grieve, then rise. There is no rebirth without the ashes. Solitude is not your enemy. In fact, Scorpio thrives in the sacred quiet. The noise of the world dulls your senses. The silence sharpens your soul. Today, you must unplug, retreat, not to hide, but to return to yourself. Alone does not mean empty. Alone means full of your own knowing. Find a room, a corner, a cave within yourself. Close your eyes. Listen to the stillness. Ask your ancestors. Ask your body. Ask your stars. The answers are already inside you. Scorpio is the sign of transformation, but that doesn't mean you must burn your whole life down in one day. Begin with one thing. Clear one drawer. Release one expectation. Forgive one betrayal. Change one habit. Say one true thing. A single act aligned with your soul shifts the whole axis of your life. Let it be small. Let it be sacred. But do it today. The stars do not ask for perfection. They ask for motion before the heartbreak. Before the betrayal. Before the silence. You were whole. You were fierce. You were luminous. You do not need to become anything new. You need only remember today. Remember the child who spoke to trees. The teen who dreamed in symbols. The adult who still believes in magic, even if they won't admit it. You are not broken. You are buried. Dig.